Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We probably have like our second voiceover ever as we get started here at Suzuka. We are in the Ferrari just trying to stay alive as always. We start out P9 and in this chaos we're currently P15. These guys are fighting here in this corner. Like I said, we are just trying to stay alive and stay on track and keep traction. This is my first multiplayer video yet. I did all these clips, well, at least the clips from Suzuka all came from yesterday. There are a couple of more clips. I didn't record too much. I am going to work on that by using the stream. Of course, we'll lose quality there, but we'll figure that all out. But we are just staying alive here. We are all the way back up to P12, now P11. As we close in on these guys, we're making good headway. Did a lot better staying alive there as we get a jump scare from the Red Bull. Going into this corner, as expected, we get rammed in the rear. Jumping on to lap 5, myself and
okay, clear.
I can't see the beginning of his name, but it's like 4022400, some crap like that. We're having a decent little scrap here, right back through the same little section that we showed on the first opening lap. And as we come down into this corner, just like on the first lap, we are going to get pushed deep or pushed wide and stay on track. He is courteous enough to give us back our position, and as we round through here, we actually put a nice little gap on him right at about 5/10. As we do come around this corner, I'm going to learn these turns, sorry guys, but as we come around this turn, he is going to try and move down the inside. I jump on the overtake, and you can just see the straight line speed there. He has no chance whatsoever. And then we are going to hold him off, and we're going to jump on to lap, I believe it's going to be lap 7 in the exact same turn. We are going to be pitting on this lap, and this is where this footage is going to end. Like I said, I didn't do too much recording, just trying to get used to it. But this was some of the best racing that I've had on here. But yeah, I do believe that we finished this race like I think it was like P6 or maybe, I know it was in the points. We got 4 points, so whatever that's equivalent to. All right, so we are moving on to Imola as we pick up on lap 8. On this scenario here, we were on a set of old mediums, 8-lap old mediums. As you can see the life on them there. Our right side tire, right front is dead. It's not dead, but it's more worn than the rest. I told myself we're going to take this set of mediums as deep as we could. I had decent traction on these things, so I just stayed on them as long as possible for the overcut. As you see, we are currently in 4th. I started this race P14, so I've already gained 10 positions in the last 8 laps. A lot of these guys are currently in the pits, and the goal is once again to overcut these guys, so I am hauling ass, trying to get ahead of these guys before they can leave the pits. We do gain 2 positions, I believe, maybe 1. As the Williams is leaving the pit. You can see he did set the fastest lap just previously. But we watch him pull away as expected on brand new tires. Like I said, I did not record much. I will get better at that, and we're going to pick up on lap 16. We pushed all the way to P2 on these previous mediums that we had, and now, as you can see, we're all on the hards, and we do have a 10-second penalty. That 10-second penalty came from when we pitted. We accidentally touched the pit wall, so I got a 10-second penalty. But nonetheless, I gave it everything I had on this lap 16 as we close in on Harango 106. This is going to be, I guess, his disconnected car. Nonetheless, we get that position done. We get all the way back up to P6, and I am once again going to be in the throttle on that overtake, even though we have little to none left, as we try to close the gap between ourselves and 788, 76, I don't know. We try to get as close as possible here to close this gap and get 5th, but it is going to be somewhat of a photo finish. So yeah, that is going to do it for the racing. That was a really good race at Imola. Like I said, we qualified P14, so the crowd was angry at us. Qualified P14, we pushed all the way to P2 on those old mediums. We finally pitted ourselves and pushed all the way back to P6, almost P5. Once again, I did have that 10-second penalty. Even with that 10-second penalty, we still finished 7th. Had I not gotten my 10-second penalty and had There was two other players. I would believe it was second and fourth. Both had time penalties as well. With that in consideration, I would have finished P3. So that was a net P3. That was a podium finish from P14. So definitely a lot to be learned there. We're going to take that and apply it to every other track that we take our adventures to. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm very excited for F125. We will be picking that up today.